going on YouTube? So today we're going to be shooting a 338-06. It's really cold out here. It's about 18 degrees. I got about a foot of snow on the ground at the range here. But you know, weather doesn't show getting any better. It's calm. I'm the only one here, so we're going to shoot. I got my magneto speed on the end there, so we're going to be getting some velocity, target down range. We're shooting a 230 grain Hornady 338 round nose with H380 powder, and we're shooting 35.5 grains in this first charge weight. We got 6 charge weights we're gonna be working up into, taking velocity and also checking out groups. So let's see how it goes. Let's get some hearing protection in first. I've got a fixed 4-power scope on here, so it's not like I'm got crazy magnification on this thing. Let's see how much this thing recoils. Stock trigger. Let's try to keep from hitting my camera down range there. Not quite positive where that just hit. I should have set this up before. As we can see, it packs a wallop. With a fixed 4-power, it's pretty hard to see down range. 100 yards. Let's see, our velocity was let's see what it tells us. 2,207. So, gonna write that down. 2207. That's our first shot. 2207 is our first. So, all right. Shooting a little high, it's fine. Brass looks good. Let's shoot the next one. Next shot was 2201, so that's pretty good standard deviation so far. Pretty close. Whew. Cold out here, and this thing packs a wallop. Huh. That one dropped 2176 in velocity. Barrel's not hot. Magneto speed still tight. That's good. Obviously, you know, I'm shooting this with my magneto speed on the end of my barrel, which I know for a fact, I don't care what anybody else says, it affects your group's downrange. I'm mainly just doing this for velocity and to get some SDs. So, group's nice, but let's see how SDs are. $21.89. Okay. Not horrible group down there. I got one flyer. $21.90 velocity. Let's see some of our data here. Average was 2192. So standard deviation was 11. Extreme spread was 31. SD was 11. ES was 31. All right, let's go ahead and shoot the next 5. All right, so now we're shooting 54 grains. That was 2211. That one, 2232. All right. Primer still look good. Everything looks good. Brass looks good. I'm also basically fire forming this brass because in my previous video, right, I sized up the neck to shoot 338. I'm using 30-06 brass. So I'm not expecting some crazy standard deviations, but if I get it, cool. If not, basically fire forming it and so we can see what we can do. Where did that one hit? Ah, pretty good shot right there. Two of them ran on top of each other. Oh man, barrel's a little hand heater. That's nice. $22.29. And once again, that's what they look like. So it's actually pretty cool. Downrange is all it is snow, and when I punch through my target, I can see snow fly everywhere through my optic. That's kind of cool. So that one was 2213. Yeah, 2213. Fireworks look good. Once again, like we're pretty low on the charge weight here. If I start to see any type of pressure signs, we'll probably stop. But I think we're probably going to be pretty good. Whew. Okay, that one was 2202, which is kind of interesting. Not a bad group down there. Okay, let's see what our standard deviation was. Standard deviation was 12. And extreme spread. Extreme spread was 30. So almost the same as the previous charge. All right, we're gonna move on to 54.5 grains. And then the thing to note too is my ammo, it is cold, but it's not like freezing cold. So this is pretty curious, but these are pretty. This is a pretty good representation of what I'm gonna see in the field hunting, if I were to take this in the field. So I do like seeing that. So, all right. 54.5. Chronograph keeps moving. I might need to tighten that. 22.25. .2213. Boy, we're really not seeing any velocity change here. Huh, okay. To me, that's pretty interesting. We've gone up almost a whole grain, but okay. I mean, I do know this is a really heavy bullet, and we're not going to see that high of velocity. See, this says 2200. So there's pretty much no velocity increase so far. This isn't the greatest grouping here. Barrel's not too hot. That's good. Once again, I just said this isn't the greatest grouping. I had magnetic speed on the end of my barrel. I'm not expecting crazy good groups. So I think I've already said that. Put a muzzle brake on the end of this. This gun wouldn't be too terrible to shoot. 2207. It's fire number 5. .2219. All right, let's find out what our SDs is and ES. Not a bad grouping besides one flyer. All right. Standard deviation is 9. It's pretty good. Extreme spread. .25, so it's actually getting better. The velocity's just not really increasing a whole lot. All right, moving on to 55 grains now. Would expect to see the velocity come up a little bit, but we'll see here. I don't know. .2227. All right, let's go with shot number 2. .2204. I don't know. I don't know what to make of this. A muzzle on brake on this would make this a lot nicer to shoot. 2241. Okay. All right, shoot number 24. Not 24. Number 4. Oh. .2225. Okay. Oh, it's 2239. All right, let's figure out the extreme spread. So SD was 14. Extreme spread was 37. Let's shoot 55.5. Oh, that one shot really high. Huh. Let's see, what was the velocity on that one? Velocity on that one was 2248. All right. Number 2. $22.44. Oh, it was $22.50. Primers, everything's looking good. $22.40. Now, these rounds are getting kind of cold, but $22.55. SD was 5. Wow, that's pretty good. Extreme spread of 15. 5 and 15, not bad. That's pretty good. Primers look good. I got 5 more shots to go. And it's going to be 56 grains even. Let's see if we can get any good results here for standard deviation and extreme spread. That's pretty good. That's going to be hard to beat 5 and 15. That's pretty dang good. So, pretty dang good. $22.53. A little rough on the facial hair there, or a little stubble. Ooh. Ah, that's some sticky bolt lift. I'm not sure I want to do another one. That was super sticky. And we're gonna do one more. See how it goes. 25.3. $22.59. It's not bad. It's a little sticky, but not bad. I definitely probably wouldn't go over 56 grains here. Barrel is a little warm. I'm gonna let it cool down just a minute. All right, let's shoot number 3. That one was 22.79. I see that one wasn't sticky at all. Huh. Primer's look. I'm not getting any pressure signs besides maybe that bolt lift on those first two. Huh. Oh, that one's quite a bit quicker too. 22.79. All right, let's shoot number 4 here. $22.67. That wasn't sticky at all either. All right, let's shoot this last one. Let's shoot number 5. $22.52. You know what? I think it was. I think my chronograph moved a little bit, so I had 2 readings that weren't as accurate as they should have been. But whatever. SD of 11, extreme spread of 27. All right, guys. I'm gonna clean up, and I'll see you back at the bench. All right, back from the range, and I kind of discovered why I was thinking that my velocity should have been higher and all this stuff, right? For one, it's cold out. That's gonna, decrease your velocity a little bit. But the reason I was thinking I was supposed to be so much higher, right? Hornady had at basically 56 grains, like 2,500 feet per second. And we went to 56 grains, but the main difference is in their test gun, it was, let's see here, I just looked. Their test gun was a 24-inch barrel. That's 4 inches longer than this barrel. And so you can pretty much, that's the velocity difference right there. Because basically they say, I've never proven it, but they say for every inch on the barrel, you can sometimes gain 50 feet per second. Even if we're not losing 50 feet per second, not having this 4-inch barrel, even if we're losing 25 feet per second, it makes way more sense to what we were dealing with. Because at 53.5 let's see here, 53.5. They're saying should have been around 2,400 feet. Well, we're about 200 feet off of that. So, I mean, that makes sense to me. And pretty much stayed the same all the way through here. We didn't get any crazy high jumps in velocity. I kind of contribute to that being 18 degrees out, right? It's a heavy bullet. And let's see here. What do we go with for coal? And we are 13 thousandths longer, so we're not seated as deep, which won't cause as much, you know, it caused more pressure if it was seated a little deeper. But basically, I went to the cantilever on the bullet and crimped and, you know, sat it and crimped it right there. So to me, that makes sense to why my velocities were kind of low. But it's totally fine. Like I said, this bullet, I mean, basically what we were doing with this range trip was fire forming some brass. So I actually had some brass. Kind of checking out, see how in the velocities, the extreme spreads and SDs were like. I mean, we had 12, 9, 14, 5, 11, like 5 and 15. That's stupid good in my opinion. That's hard to. I have a hard time chasing that sometimes in easier guns. But like I said, you know, it's basically just shy of a 20-inch barrel. So I think that's a lot of the reason. So if we come up, I'm gonna remove the camera here. So if we, let's see here. So if we come up here, you know, you guys have already seen because you've seen the overlay of when I was shooting. But 53.5, there's my 5-shot group right there, right? 54, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, that's a pretty big group. And then 54.5, a little bit better, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, not horrible for a round nose bullet. But 55 grains, this is where it got a little weird. It went 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I believe there was a 5th one here. I'm gonna have to go back and check. But at 55.5, we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd like to see that tighten up, you know, kind of thing. But like I said, I'm not really probably gonna be shooting those bolts a lot. That was more just kind of breaking the brass. And then at 56, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I mean, that right there, the first group, not too bad. But like I'm saying, you know, this main range trip was kind of just curious to see what I can get for SDs. Kind of get what the gun may be a little capable of. Fire forming some brass, because like I said, we sized some brass from 30-06 and we sized it up to 338-06. So I wanted to get the brass done. And this time we'll have the same overall length. Everything's gonna be trimmed perfect, size and all that jazz. And then for the next one, we are going to, let's see if we can find these bullets here. Let's take a look at some of my mess here. 338. What'd I do with these? That's 40 cal. Oh, here's some 338. But that's not what I'm looking for. Well, anyways, I have some Spear. Oh, here they are, right here, I think. Nope, those are 7mm. I have some Spear 200 grain, maybe is what they are. And so we push them a little faster. I don't know if I'll use H380 or not. I might use Varget, IMR 4064, 4895. Anyway, so I'm just rambling now at this point. But it's probably a long video. So let me know what you guys think. The gun does kick pretty good. But it's still fun to shoot. And it was freaking cold out. So that was kind of fun too, though. But alright guys, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And turn that bell notification on, guys. Alright, catch you later.